My name is Ellie, welcome to my channel. Doing more makeup. I want to use the Pretty Fun and Fearless Volume 2 from Ciate with their collab with Chloe Morello. I'm feeling really like using a boring gray shade all over my eyes. It is Mother's Day today, so you guys will be seeing this tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And if you're not doing anything about it, have fun. I want to start with Pony in my crease. My hair is up because it is wet. I'm trying something. I want to see for future reasons, for going back to work reasons, what the best system is if I want to give myself extra time and like do my hair. So I am going to do something with my electric round brush later, and since it's going to deal with kinks anyway, I thought I would just put the product in it, put it up like I would if I was getting ready for work, and then I can take it down and do things with it. I do quite like this palette. The shimmers have not held up as well as the mattes have, and it's another one of those ones where I got it a couple years ago for Christmas, around the same time I got several palettes, so I didn't really get as much time to play with it and get a lot of use out of it. So I want to do some stuff. Since the shimmers have not held up very well and I don't know how easily they're going to just stick on their own, I'm just going to use a cream shadow base anyway. I'm going to real quick pop a little bit into Maroon just to do the outer edge, because I am using more of a mid-tone shade for my eyes. I don't want it super structured, but I do want a little bit of depth out there. Okay, we'll put cream shadow down and then we will start dicking around with shimmer shades. I really wanted to just do a taupey gray shade. Oh, that's potentially way too much product. Guess we're doing both eyes at the same time. I really like taupey gray shades, and I really thought I had more in palettes, but a lot of the ones in palettes that I have are not with any mattes I would want to use it with. Like, there's some really gorgeous gray shades in the Juvia's Place Magic palette, but the mattes in that are not what I would want to pair with it, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like using multiple palettes today, at least for the eyes. I was like, I'm sure somewhere I have it, and I do. I have this. Okay, cream shadow down. Let's pick up some of my shadows. I want to start with I kind of just want to put Ellie all over the lid, which is, that makes sense, it is my shade. And I think I will. I'll start with it on the outer half just in case I'm like, maybe I want to add something else with it. But I think it's a nice all across the lid shade. Like, it's a nice taupey gray. We'll just do that, and then I will pop something in the inner corner. And that'll be like it. Maybe I'll put some of Morello Cherry on the back corner for depth, but you don't always need to do a complicated look. I do a lot of complicated looks just because I find it very flattering. I never got used to how one shimmer all over the lid, if it is the lighter end of medium, looks on me. Like, that was a big look for a lot of people. I just never got very used to it, so it always looks a little strange for me. I think I will take a little Morello Cherry, which is a darker purple shimmer shade. We'll pat that just back here. For reasons. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, we will buff the crease real quick. And then we'll put a little bit of platinum. Actually, I think I'm going to mix platinum and baby together for a cute silvery purple inner corner highlight. Yeah, they don't really stick that well without a cream shadow unless you build them up. Even then, it's medium sparkly. And I don't normally think about that until I've laid down my inner corner shade. These did adhere a lot nicer when they were new. This is one of those shades, or collection of shades, palette, that is the word, that was a really good palette when I got it, and it's old now. And if I had had a smaller collection and had really dug into this when I got it, I think I would have had a really good time, because this is a really pretty look. Okay, that's all I want on eyes. Let's do the rest of my face. Yeah, so I woke up to my dad yelling if I wanted a waffle. So I went downstairs and he made waffles for breakfast for Mother's Day. I gave her her gift. I got her UGG gloves because we have a pair of UGG gloves and we like them, but they're getting old. Oh, I should put my earring stuff in. I got these earrings and they came yesterday and I am very excited because I got some threaders and I liked them. I really liked the option that I can put them through both holes and have one earring that does both on the days that I'm very lazy. That would be if I could find the hole. I'm really bad about finding the backs of the holes. Okay, well, we'll just hang them like that for now, and I will do the other one later when I have the energy for it. Maybe this one will cooperate. This ear likes me a little bit better. Yes. So, I really like doing that to them. Maybe we'll try again. Success. But they're cute little skulls on threaders. I got just plain threaders for the first time I bought them. And then I was like, that's really cool. And I scrolled past a bunch of other ones when I was looking at it. I'm using my Franken bronzer again. I fully ignored the threaders that like had things on one end when I originally got it, because I was like, no, I want a normal, just a bar and a chain to run through both ears, and I like it. I really do like what I have with that one. And I was like, there was a bunch of stuff I looked at and then didn't get that had like charms or pearls or stuff hanging from one part of the threader. Oh no. The edge of my bronzer is crumbling because of how I had to press it. Which is also why I'm picking it up with a softer brush. It's a good bronzer though. I need to figure out the right combination of things the next time I make one of those. Because like I've repressed bronzers before and yeah, they're always kind of crumbly. Same with repressing blushes, but this has an eyeshadow in it, so I'm wondering if maybe it needs some extra binder. The same way, most of the time when I'm repressing an eyeshadow, I put in, like I crush it and I mix in alcohol, but I also mix in a couple drops of Inglot Duraline, particularly in shimmer shadows, to make sure that it retains some regular moisture and stays sparkly. Yeah, the corner's falling apart. But that is a problem for off camera. I will deal with that off camera. I do really like how the eyes turned out. I'm using my Balm Blush, Argyle. It's very pink. And then putting Hot Mama on the back of my cheekbones. It's a little warm for what I did with my eyes. We will see what I can do with highlighter to make it less very corpsey eyes, pink cheeks. One of my favorite taupey gray shades, Insane Jane, is in this palette. I need to. That should also be on my panning list. I really just need to work on that one. Okay, brows. Now I'm trying to figure out what highlighter I want to pair with that. I guess I could use Star. I've always used warm highlights with that blush combination since I mix in Hot Mama, because Hot Mama has that gold reflect. I've never put a cool tone with it. It could be horrible. But again, nobody's gonna care. My parents are not big makeup people, so I doubt somebody's gonna comment on whether or not my highlighter tone matches the rest of my face. Other than people who are going to watch this video and are already cringing. Maybe I should trim my brows. They're very tall. I know that's one of the things you can do to get a cleaner line is brush them up and like trim. So even when you brush it doesn't go over a certain line, but that seems like somebody who has more effort for their brows than I do. still need coffee, because I didn't drink coffee since Dad was cooking and didn't want to get in his way. But then he put a bunch of stuff in the dishwasher along with my French press, and now I am devoid of coffee until that is done running. I made mousse. My dad's not going to like me talking about it, but he exploded the waffle iron right at the end of making waffles. Blew a breaker, big old pop. Waffle iron is dead until repaired. And we have more than one just in case, because you accumulate things over time. And then he went to make the chocolate mousse for dessert tonight after that, even though Mom had said that I had intended to make it as part of my gift, since he's gonna cook dinner. He tried to make it and something went very wrong. I don't know if it's that the chocolate was melted funny, or he didn't beat it enough, or what, but like the chocolate seized up when he put the eggs in it. The eggs were also fried out of the freezer, or not freezer, fridge. And so that might have been too much of a cold shock into the melted chocolate. And then he kept going just to see, well, maybe it'll, fix itself later. And it did eventually make itself into a mousse-ish texture, like more like pudding than mousse, but he tried it, and then my mom tried it, and she's like, it's chewy. So he has that, just in case he wants to eat it, because he said he didn't hate it. I think I'm gonna try and steal it and mix it into, like, ice cream as, like, fudge. So then I went and made it afterwards, so he's not batting 100 today. Okay. I'm gonna try with Star. We'll see how that goes. This is from the Moonchild Glow Kit. And hopefully it's a soft enough sheen. Yeah, I think I like that. I have learned that Star with a soft hand is not horrible. It's still very silver, but less corpsey silver, more like happy snow fairy silver. And yes, I just talked about light hand, and I'm layering more because I'm a monster. Started as somebody who didn't understand how I would want highlight because I have oily skin, and my skin normally having that type of sheen is a bad sign. And now I'm a kind of person that wants to be able to see my highlighter. That's the other danger of putting my hair up, is if it doesn't get in my hair, I don't have any frame of reference for how little setting spray I probably actually need. But if you have very oily skin and like a matte finish, and that you put a ton of mattifying things into your collection, and you're using a setting powder, and you're using powder, bronzer, blush, highlighter, and all that, and you want it set into one seamless layer, setting spray is what does that. It was a big part of learning about makeup, is being like, there's certain things that are important for certain makeup styles, but that does not mean you need them. I do not need glowiness from multiple places. I need setting spray and the highlighter. I don't need concealer because I very luckily do not have dark under eyes, and I don't really care about acne. Like, it's already going to be distracting to have a texture bump under my foundation, so I don't see the point in messing with making sure that the coverage is exact and you can't tell the redness. My foundation already covers the redness pretty well. I don't have any facial birthmarks I'm trying to hide, tattoos or anything. So every time I look at concealer and I'm like, ooh, maybe that's my next step. I should figure out concealer. I'm like, no, you don't have dark circles. You don't do like the highlighting and contouring with the creams like that you would need a matte cream highlight in the form of a concealer. You do not need to invest in a face gloss. You're not gonna like it. What else do I not use that I don't need? I don't need color corrector. As much as I might think I need color corrector, I don't need it. Because my brain's like, but that's part of like doing a face is, you have to color correct. No, not everybody needs to color correct. Not everybody needs concealer. Not everybody needs or wants foundation. I don't think that my eye looks need eyeliner. I don't have the type of lid space for eyeliner. Or I think it looks weird on me. I know I don't have the patience for fun graphic liner. Although that, in theory, is one of the things I could learn to have if I got better at it. I do apparently need 2 mascaras, and I need them warm. Because I don't like clumps. There's been a lot of people reading and reacting to unpopular opinions of their subscribers lately. And somebody was talking about how Benefit should just shut down. I don't think they should shut down. I think they should admit what they are and aren't good at. They're really fucking good at mascaras and brow products. Yeah, Anastasia Beverly Hills got really popular through their brow products and then expanded into other things, but they put a lot of work into foundation ranges and formulas and stuff. Says she doesn't like clumps, puts on enough mascara that it clumps automatically. But I really think, like, Benefit has done eyeshadows over the years and they haven't been very popular. Their foundations, I have heard very mixed, generally negative reviews of. And I know the range leaves a lot to be desired. So, maybe Benefit should just do brows and mascara for a while. People seem to still like the blushes. Blush and highlighters. Like, just be there for a while. You don't have to. Not every company needs to make a product for every part of your face. Some are better at base products, some are better at color products, some are better at eye products. It's just not everything needs to be in every... Yeah, see, that's my still very wet hair. But I have plans. plans for how to dry it. Oh. Now, a regular day, I would just go to the office with wet hair and it would air dry on my ride. But I'm going to throw on a lip. I want to use Whiskey from Bite Beauty. I feel like that's a nice aggressive lip to go with pretty eyes. It might be too aggressive. Oh no. Oh no. I depotted a bunch of lipsticks, so I will use Nori, if I can reach my lip brushes behind the camera. Nori's like Whiskey, but not quite as aggressive. Still pretty deep, but more berry deep. So now I have 4 depotted minis from Bite and 1 potted Necromancy lipstick. Oh no. Like, it's gonna get messier throughout the day. I don't know why I care so much about a nice, well-defined lip when I'm gonna go fuck around with a hot tool and probably smear it on my face. The Bite mini lipsticks, if they ever bring them back, are hit and miss. Sometimes the pigment they add in makes it thin enough and squishy enough that it's really hard to apply. Got too confident. I now have things happening everywhere. But now that I have a brush I like, I am depotting stuff, using stuff out of the pots. I am having a good time. So, that is the look. I'm gonna go fuck with my hair. If you want to see what the hair and makeup and all of that together looks like, go on to my Instagram. It should be in the description. That's where I post most of my faces of makeup. So if you want to know what I'm doing ahead of time, because I post the day I do the look, and then I put the video up the next day, normally, that's where you can do that. Or if you don't always want to see, if you want to judge based on the look whether or not to come check my channel, you can also do that. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and I will see you next time.